Sahale.
Sahale.
I'm gonna tally how many times you guys say
Sail! Sail! No? Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode here on Milwaukee Beer Review. As always, I'm Josh.
And I'm Ross.
And today we have another brand new Wisconsin brewery for you. And not necessarily a new brewery in the state. They're a little bit newer, but new to the channel for sure. So I happened to pick up a couple of beers from Sahale Brewing Company out of Grafton, Wisconsin. Very, very close here. We did debate for quite a while how to say the name of this brewery. If we're saying it wrong, if Sahale is not correct, let us know.
I still don't think we're right.
I think it's right. It's got to be right. So Sahale, and these are a couple of barrel-aged stouts that they put together that released actually in January of 2023 here. So pretty fresh stuff we're going to try. So we got two of them. We're going to give them a shot here. Ross, what are we drinking first?
The first one is called Warm Fuzzies. This one comes in at 14%. It is a bourbon barrel-aged stout. I actually didn't read it.
You don't even know what we're drinking?
No, double bourbon barrel-aged imperial stout.
Now, I don't know what that means. Typically, when I see that, I think it's a double barrel.
A double bourbon.
But double bourbon. I don't know what that means.
That's, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see. Obviously, barrel-aged. I think this is going to be a pretty traditional bourbon barrel-aged stout, maybe with a little extra bourbon kick.
Yeah, and looking at the back of the can, this is like their limited one-time-a-year release, so it's kind of cool we were able to get our hands on these.
Yeah, so let's get a little nose on the Warm Fuzzies.
Ooh. Ooh. The bourbon definitely is there. It shines on the nose. There's a nice fuzzy chocolateness that kind of comes out as well.
A fuzzy chocolate?
I said fudgy.
Oh, I thought you said fuzzy. I was going to
fuzzy
say.
chocolate.
Well, you never know.
Oh,
it's the Warm Fuzzies. It smells really good, actually.
It does.
There's a nice little chocolate nose to it, like you said. Definitely heavy bourbon, but like if you can call a nose of bourbon smooth, like
I get what you're saying.
It smells smooth.
You can get kind of like that cheap bourbon that gets real sharp and kind of like burny. And I know what you're saying. It smells like it's a good bourbon.
There's a creaminess to the nose.
Yeah.
It smells like a traditional barrel-aged stout. Let's check it out. Cheers. Interesting.
So I don't know about you, but for me, I'm not getting a lot on the front end. There's a nice like bourbon-ish at the back end, but it's not a lot. It's not really, I would say, full flavored.
Yeah.
The flavor you do get is good. It's tasty. I just wish there was a little bit more coming out of it.
Mouthfeel on this, viscosity is about a medium. To your point, there's not much right on the front. Like it's kind of an empty front end of the beer. Then the bourbon characters kick up, and it's a heavier bourbon than you get on the nose. I think there's definitely a little bit of a bite there to it, but it's smooth. That carries through the back. You do get a little more of those traditional stout, kind of oaky barrel characters out the back, with a little bit of chocolate, and those traditional stout characteristics out the back. But the bourbon is the star character on this in an okay way. I don't think in an amazing way, but it's good.
Yeah, no, it's tasty. I mean, even with all the bourbon, you know, it's some bourbon on the nose, bourbon on the palate. I would not guess this is 14% though.
Yeah,
because it is lighter. It is kind of it's smooth. It's not. It just doesn't really pack that punch.
Did we say it was 14%?
I think I did say it was 14%.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I think I said that before I knew what kind of beer it was.
Yeah, it's hefty. The more sips of it I take, actually, the more I like it. I appreciate the bourbon characters to it.
No, like I said, like it's all there. I just want more of it. That's all it is.
Yeah, it tastes a little bit thin, I think, because it's mostly spirit character.
Yeah.
You're not getting a lot of those sweeter stout notes. Not a lot of chocolate, not a lot of vanilla. It's there, but it's subtle. So, first Sahale beer that we've tried.
Sahale.
Where are you putting that on Untappd?
This one's tricky for me because, again, I like what I'm getting out of it. Just missing something. I'm gonna go 3 1/4. I just wish there was more. I really like the taste. I want more of a punch. I want more of a full flavor beer to this. So
I'm gonna give it a little step up. I'm gonna go to 3 1/2. I think it's a really good beer. I do think it's missing some of those characters. It feels a little bit light on some of the key notes I want in a bourbon barrel aged stout, but it's a good beer. It's very drinkable, and I would drink it again.
I would definitely get it again. Absolutely. So
good stuff. All right. So up next is a variant off of the Warm Fuzzies. So this is the maple version. So this is called Maple Warm Fuzzies. Same stout, but you've got some maple syrup in this one. So maybe that adds a little bit more of that sweetness and viscosity we were looking for in the Warm Fuzzies standalone beer. So let's get a little nose on it.
ooh.
Ooh.
You get that maple right up front. That is a strong maple flavor, or nose, smell. There's the word.
It is a nose smell. It's a good nose.
It is, and there is still that bourbon coming through also. It's not just the maple. You do get some of that bourbon as well.
I would say the maple is taming the nose down, though, a little bit. Like, I got pretty hefty bourbon note on the first one. I'm not getting that same level on this.
No. I mean, the maple's there. That's the star right there, but you still get a little bit of that bourbon.
Yeah, it smells good. It's very sweet.
Yeah.
And this is a fresh beer, so let's give it a go.
All right, cheers.
Cheers. Ooh. Ooh.
So very similar to the first beer. The first couple sips, it's not a lot in the front, but then you really get that splash of that maple. That maple kicks in, and I'm still getting that bourbon. I'm still getting that little bit of a bourbon bite in the back end. This adds a little bit more to what I was kind of hoping for, as we kind of said. It has a little more flavor profiles to it. Has a little more depth to it. That really, the first beer lets this one shine quite a bit.
Yeah, you get a lot of the same characters of the first beer. A little bit more viscous. I think the maple syrup adds some viscosity to it. But it's not syrupy. It's not super thick. To your point, again, kind of an empty front end immediately. About mid-palate, the maple syrup kind of kicks in. It hits pretty hard, actually. Not overwhelmingly, but you for sure know it's maple syrup. And then the bourbon kind of mixes in with that out the back end, and you're kind of left with a bit of a mapley bourbon character out the back. It's tasty.
Yeah, and what's really interesting with this is like the flavor profile is so obvious. Like anyone who can pick this up without knowing what it is can tell you right away, oh, that's definitely got some maple syrup and it's probably got some bourbon. But it's not, it's subtle at the same time. It's not, it's very light, it's very kind of just, it doesn't hit you in the face. It's not like, punch you in the mouth or whatever. I can't think of the word I'm looking for.
I'm glad it doesn't hit me in the face, though.
Shut up.
This is tasty. I actually prefer this over the base. I think just because it's got a little more character to it.
Agreed.
I would probably put this one at a 4, actually.
Okay.
I think this is a tasty barrel-aged stout. I like all the characteristics happening in here. It's a good beer.
I'm going 3.75. So we both bump it up a half a point from the base. Both are good beers. Again, I like what this one offers with the maple. It just adds that little extra something that we needed from the first one.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Good stuff. Sahale Brewing Company out of Grafton, Wisconsin. Another cool place to go check out. Neither of us have yet to go there, but did pick these ones up, and it makes me interested to try some other stuff.
I would definitely
here in the future.
I've heard really good things about the brewery. I've seen some of the stuff they put out there, through Instagram and everything, and they look like they're making some really good stuff up there.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, thanks for checking out the video. Have you tried these? Have you had a chance to try something from Sahale. Let us know in the comments, what are your thoughts on these beers? Did we underrate them? Did we overrate them? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Find us on the rest of our social media channels. We are on Untappd. We are on Twitter. We are on Instagram. We are on Facebook. We are also here on YouTube. So like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see all of you in a future episode.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.